We are live at Alumni Field, Corral Memorial Stadium for tonight's contest between the Jesuit Tigers and the visiting Armwood Hawks. Good evening, everyone. I am John Pedrero from the class of 1981. Welcome to Jesuit Tiger football. So Jesuit coming off of a much-needed bye week. Tigers are 1-2 after that season-opening win here at home against Wharton. Had a tough one at Treasure Coast, losing 67-28. And then 2 weeks ago, nationally ranked, number 24 nationally ranked Miami Columbus came up to Tampa and beat the Tigers 42-14. So for the season, Will Griffin, the sophomore quarterback, has thrown 7 touchdown passes, 5 picks. His leading receiver, Willie Suarez, has had a real breakout year this year. 14 catches, 306 yards, 4 scores, averaging over 21 yards a catch. And he's also been dynamic on kick returns, high up there nationally, averaging 44.9 per kickoff return. He's taken a couple to the house. So Jesuit on the defensive side of the ball. Leading tackler is Cyrus Aboud, the senior linebacker. He has 10 solo tackles for the year. But an amazing stat, though. Boy, what a year Peter Pazanski had last year. I think he had 20 sacks. Pazanski's still looking for his first sack this year. And he is not a secret any longer. I mean, he is getting double teamed at the line. I mean, teams know to control the North Carolina-bound senior, so we will see if Peter Pazanski can get off the schneid on the sacks and get one tonight. But for the season, still looking for that first one. So see what Peter can do tonight. Outstanding player, Peter Pazanski. So the opponent tonight, the Armwood Hawks. Boy, what a traditional power the Hawks are. You know, I'm gonna backtrack a second here. For some reason, Peter Pazanski is actually not on this Max Preps stat list that I have. So I may be wrong on what I just reported. Peter's out there at midfield, but noticed he's not even on the list for tackles made. And be rest assured he's made a few tackles, so we'll make sure we have that stat right next week. So some reason he got left out of the stats. But Armwood 3-0. They're in Class 3 Metro District 4 with a future Jesuit opponent, Tampa Bay Tech, along with Wharton and Freedom. Armwood, coached by Evan Davis, longtime assistant under Sean Callahan. But what a season for Armwood. Going down to Venice, perennial power, the Indians, and beat them in their home opener 34-25. We'll talk about them more in a moment. Jesuit captains out at midfield, number 7, Gary Givens, number 51, Gavin Blanchard, number 4, Drew Wood. As nice to have him back. He's been out with a foot injury. And the aforementioned Peter Pazanski, number 17. Armwood following up that Venice win with a shutout, 55-0 at home against Bloomingdale. And, boy, they took it to Hillsborough last week on the road, 2 weeks ago, 48-12. That was at Hillsborough. Hawks have a dynamic running game and a big offensive line. And Jesuit will receive to start the game and defend the north end zone. But this is a running team. Player to watch out for is Gerard Pringle, the junior. Against Venice, Pringle, 36 rushes, 306 yards, 4 touchdowns. And he leads a rushing attack for Armwood that's averaging 215 yards per game and 7 yards per rush. The quarterback is a sophomore, Rice Bush, thrown for 7 touchdowns, 1 pick this year. But the Hawks have rushed it 2 times more plus than they've passed it, behind a big offensive line that averages over 300 pounds. Their leading tackler, Olante Dean, he's also a junior with 20 solo tackles. But a tough task for Jesuit tonight at home. The Jesuit Tigers, bottom line is they have got to establish some semblance of a running game tonight to have an opportunity against this Armwood Hawk team. You know, statistically, looking at the rushing stats, high school statistics count sacks as rushes. So you look at Will Griffin's stats, 9 carries, 2 yards. Okay, that takes sacks into account as the Tigers come out in the field. Their royal blue tops, white bottoms, white helmets. So let's take Griffin out of the equation. Between the running backs, this is for the season now. Jesuit, 45 rushes, 119 yards total. Tigers averaging 2.6 yards per rush. And without an established running game, defense is just going to pull 7-8 guys back. And, you know, they know the Tigers passing game.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask that you please rise and remove your caps for the invitation for tonight's game, given by Father Richard Harvey.
Close. And open up the passing game a little bit, but that's the bottom line. Jesuit's got to establish some semblance of a running game tonight to complement their really good passing game. I mean, the Tigers have 5 or 6 really viable receivers. And here's Father Hermes with the invocation.
In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit, amen. Almighty God, we ask your blessing on all of us gathered here this evening, especially on the young men who can be here tonight. May they play to the best of their ability, free from injury, and according to the highest standards of sportsmanship. May all of us in our daily lives seek to do your will for your greater glory. Through Christ our Lord, amen. Saint Ignatius, pray for us. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, amen.
Oh, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous night o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof to the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave.
All right, fine rendition there. So Armwood ranked number 3 in Class 3 Metro behind St. Thomas Aquinas and Orlando Edgewater, 2 perennial powers. Jesuit has their first district game next week. It's on the road. We'll be broadcasting that one at Leto, Tigers and the Falcons. It's been a few years since Jesuit's been out to Leto. I want to talk a little bit about Venice, even though this is a Jesuit Armwood game. So Armwood went down to Venice. Indians tough every year, state power, and won 35-24. But you look at Venice's schedule. Venice, after Armwood, they played another state power in Cocoa, who actually went out a few years ago to Vegas and gave Bishop Gorman quite a battle. Venice lost that one 31-21, and then they had Miami Northwestern, who Jesuit beat a couple of seasons ago to go to the state title game. At Northwestern, the Indians won 63-46 in a shootout. That must have been fun to see. So kudos to Venice. They play a tough schedule. So Armwood to kick off. This is number 23, the senior Evan Lucier. Also doubles as the punter. Justin Thurman. Willie Suarez back deep for Jesuit. And it looks like we may have a pooch kick here from the way this kicker's lined up. It is a pooch kick, and it's fielded by Drew Woodaz. And he returns it to the 37-yard line. So Armwood obviously knows about one Willie Suarez. So Jesuit's got to put some points up on the board here in this game. It is key. I think a low-scoring game does not bode well for the Tigers here. Two wideouts to each side, shotgun formation. Thurman next to Will Griffin. Man in motion. Short drop, swing pass to the 40, to the 45. That is S.J. Green. Nice gain on first down, lined up in the left slot. Went in motion. Nice swing pass to him. Good gain on first down. It's going to be 2nd and 2. Suarez Givens to the right. Griffin short drop. Pass is broken up. It's broken up by 21. We do not have a 21 for Armwood, but was it 27? We'll say 27. We got that, Kamari Hill. So 3rd and 2 for Jesuit. Pass was intended for Green. And they give it to Thurman, and Thurman is popped, and he loses 2 yards. Good penetration by the Armwood defensive line. And they're giving Thurman yardage to the line of scrimmage. So let's see if the Tigers try to draw Hawks offside here with a hard count. And Jesuit's forced to burn an early timeout. A minute and 2 seconds into the game, not particularly what Matt Thompson wanted. Jesuit had a 2nd and short and could not convert. But Thurman hit hard, trying to go in between the tackles. Good penetration by the Armwood defense. So Griffin's the punter. Well, he's not normally the punter. It's usually Iacano. So Will Griffin doing the punting here. I see Iacano 80 on the sideline, so good snap. Flag on the play. Oh, that's going to give Jesuit a first down. Substitution violation on Armwood. Oh, a mental error on the Hawks gives Jesuit a first down. Oh, I can see Evan Davis on the sideline. He is not happy with that. Wow. Jesuit got a break there. Shotgun formation. Griffin to the left. Griffin. Oh, that's a fumble, and it's going to go out of bounds. That was a fumble. And a big loss. Like Griffin was trying to hit a receiver out in the left flat. And it's a loss of 10 yards, so it's 2nd and 20. S.J. Green comes out. Trent Teeling's in, number 6. Griffin, short drop. Looking down the field to Teeling. Oh, that should be a flag there, and there it is. Teeling, 2 flags. He was looking for Teeling on a fly pattern up the left sideline, and there was contact made. I think that was Hill, 27. So that's going to be 15 yards and a first down for Jesuit. So the Tigers have a first down on Tigers' 2 first downs have been the result of 2 penalties. So the ball's at the 44. You know what? I take that back. It's not it's not an automatic first down in high school. So pass interference, not an automatic penalty. So it's going to be 2nd and 5. Thurman jukes. Thurman goes ahead. Nice run, Thurman. First down, Tigers. He gains 9. Little stutter step by Thurman. Empty set now for Jesuit. Thurman lining up in a slot to the right. Man in motion. It's a pitch. And a short gain for S.J. Green. So they've sent S.J. Green in motion twice, and he's got the ball twice. So, maybe Matt Thompson, Darryl Palmer see something in the Armwood defense, or just trying to give the Tigers a head of steam there. We'll call it a 1-yard gain, 2nd and 9. Thurman next to Griffin in the backfield. Stack formation to either side. Press coverage by Armwood. Griffin, inside handoff. No, Griffin keeps it himself on the quarterback keeper. He's going to pick up about 2 yards. So that ultimately ended up being kind of a read option look. And Thurman pulled the ball back to himself, kept it himself. It's going to be 3rd and 8, so he only got a yard on that play. I formation now. Thurman under center. Peter Pazanski at fullback. Stretch handoff. Thurman cuts left. He's going nowhere. Actually, he's losing yardage. Thurman lost 3 yards back to the line of scrimmage. Outside runs like that are difficult against this Armwood team. Kind of in no man's land here at the 35, so a Jesuit going for it as you would expect them to. Too far for a field goal, too short for a punt. Max Hunt is in the game. Green in motion. Fake it to Thurman. Pass downfield, caught! Inside the 5, 1st and goal, Jesuit, S.J. Green. And boy, give Will Griffin credit. He had an Armwood hawk in his face, stood his ground, and delivered a perfect pass to Green right up the seam First and goal, Jesuit at the 5-yard line. Willie Suarez is at running back now. They give it to Willie. Willie inside the 5. Willie! Score! Touchdown, Tigers! Boy, that went from not the start you wanted to the start you wanted. Courtesy of a couple of penalties, a nice pass to Green, and Jesuits on the board first. Ate up some clock, too, there. 5-minute, 1-second drive. Here's Iacano with Teeling holding. Kick is up. You know, I think they're going to call a penalty on the Jesuit center. This, I think, is going to be procedure on Jesuit. Let's see if I'm right. Nope, they called offside. Encroachment on the defense. Maybe that's why the center moved the ball. It got nudged by a defender.
Offsides. Called against the defense. Retry the down.
The ball's at the 1. And we have the tricky Trent Teeling. Say that fast a few times as the holder. Snap. Kick is good. Drilled at 7-0 Jesuit. Yeah, the previous play, from this angle here, it looked like the center moved the ball. But would appear the ball was actually nudged by a defender, which made it a dead ball. But 7-0 Jesuits, 6:50 left in the first. So we are now going to see this vaunted Armwood running game and their very big offensive line. So Mikey Vernon is a gunner, number 9. And Bryson Goodwin, the other gunner, number 13. Cole Ballesteros out there, 14. He's had a good season on special teams this year. Big sophomore. We'll see a lot more of him over the next couple of years. The lights just went out in here, and gotta remember to bring a lamp if we're going to do that. Call him serious about the lamp. Need something here next week. I actually like it better this way, really. So Armwood starting at the 30. And you're going to hear number 2 called a lot, Gerard Pringle. Here he is right next to Rice Bush, the quarterback. Boy, you can tell from here that's a big line. And Pringle gets it. And he is tackled after a short gain. And that was Cyrus Aboud with the tackle. So you pretty much know what's coming. The Armwood does have some solid receivers. They are a running team. A lot of motion by the Tigers on defense here. And Brush keeps it, goes down. Tackle by Gavin Blanchard, who's in the game. So Brush on the keeper. It's going to be 3rd and 3. Brush, not much of a runner. But, boy, that's a pure running formation there. They got the blockers in front of him. And I think he got the first down. Armwood bringing in some extra linemen. They all lined up to the right, and they formed a wall. It's kind of a Treasure Coast style offense right there, where you know what's coming with the run. So it's a first down to the 41, and it appears that we have our first quarter water break. So thanks to all who are watching tonight on the Facebook live stream and on the Jesuit Tiger Sports Network page on YouTube. So I think next week's game's just going to be on Facebook. Well, yes, that is correct. So since I'll be doing the video, which is a bit of an adventure for those who have watched my video before, but we'll do our best at Leto. And the video will be from the bleachers, I can tell you that. First and 10, Armwood at their own 41-yard line. They line up in that running formation again. And it's a direct snap and a tackle after a short gain by Trip Boyle. So Wildcat formation that time. Gain of 3, second down. Timeout. Timeout Armwood.
Timeout Armwood, their first short timeout of the half. Tiger fans at home, make sure you check out
4:52 left in the first. Jesuit up 7-0. Nice Armwood crowd here tonight, so the Hawks fans travel from lovely Seffner. Matt Thompson's former employer for many years under he was defensive coordinator under the legendary Sean Callahan. Sean Callahan was doing some volunteer coaching at St. Pete. I don't know if he's still doing that anymore. So 2nd and 8. Brush with Pringle next to him. 2 wideouts right. Now Pringle goes wide. Brush, quick pass, almost a lateral. And it is caught by Malachi Anderson, number 4. Short gain. So big third down here, 3rd and 7. S.J. Green's in at one corner. Brush runs ahead. He's got the first down and more, and he slides. Bryce Brush weighs about 150 pounds soaking wet, but he is sneaky fast. And he had a lot of green right up the middle, and easy run and slide for a first down with room to spare into Jesuit territory at the 45-yard line. So Brush, the sophomore, just can tell initially here he does a good job of managing the game, from what I can tell here. And it's a handoff to Pringle. who is submarined by S.J. Green. As S.J. and Pringle exchange a couple of pleasantries. Tucker Whitty comes in, 94. Anthony Orsillo's in there too, 88. 2nd and 6. Pringle again. And he's stuffed. He is stuffed and smashed by one Peter Pazanski. How about that? No gain on that play. Tigers almost jumped there, but Rometta caught himself. Devin Davis and the offensive crew calling plays from the sidelines. I think Armwood has to call timeout here again. Yeah, the Hawks called time. They burned their second timeout here in the first. I mean, there was some confusion offensively there. So each team's had to burn some in the first. 2:22 left, 7-0 Jesuit. Armwood facing a big 3rd and 7. I would suspect, unless there's a very consequential loss on this play, I would suspect this is 4-down territory for the Hawks. Bryson Goodwin's in at a corner. Got Goodwin, Givens, and Green. Pass deep downfield. Touchdown, Armwood. Makai Anderson. And boy, give Brush credit. He put it right in the numbers. Anderson got behind the Tiger secondary, and that was a perfect throw by Rice Brush. In stride to the senior Anderson. This is Lucier. This kick's good. 7-7, 2:13 left in the first. That pass by Brush had a really nice arc to it. He just floated it up, and the speedy Anderson just ran right underneath him. That's about as perfect as you can get. But Jesuit definitely with a few defensive changes here. So we've been seeing the freshman Entre Lee and Mikey Vernon at corner. But they put in some of the veterans. I mean, Green played corner last year. And there's a pooch kick fielded by Thurman, who's tackled quickly at the 25. So obviously the theme here is keep it away from Willie. So let's see if the Jesuit Tigers can answer here. So Suarez goes wide right. Trent Teeling and Bryson Goodwin to the left. Max Hunt's in the slot. Teeling's in motion. It's Thurman. Maybe got a yard, if that. Tripped up at the line. Craig Lott, number 15, the linebacker, in that tackle. We'll give him a yard. 2nd and 9. Two wideouts to each side. Griffin back to pass, getting pressure. He's looking down the field, and he had Givens open, just overthrew him. But the Givens had beat his man up the right sideline. He'd got behind number 6 for Armwood. That's Caleb Jones. And he had him by about 3 steps there. And I just needed a little bit more air under that pass, and that was 6. So 3rd and 9, Jesuit at their own 26. Suarez in motion left. And now Jesuit has to burn a timeout. So both teams have burned 2 timeouts in the first quarter of this game. Tigers had a big 3rd down earlier that led to the touchdown on the nice completion to Green. Minute 13 left in the first. 7-all. Tigers have to get to just past the 36. Suarez goes out wide right. Griffin. Pass downfield. Oh, it's caught! I think he got a foot in bounds. No! They say incomplete. Looking for Max Hunt. Thought he got a foot in bounds, but no one's complaining too much there. So must have lost it on the way down. He took a hard hit, too. So Griffin to kick. It's Pringle deep. Griffin a high kick. Fair caught by Pringle at the 39-yard line. 35-yard kick by Will Griffin. Actually going to mark it at the 40. .3 seconds left in the first. 7-all. Rushing the shotgun. And Pringle keeps himself 40 to the 43. Hawks faking a reverse that time. Pringle gains 3. Second and 7. Shotgun again. Rush rolls right, pass is caught. It's going to be short of the first down. Goodwin on the tackle of Cason Stokes, number 8. So 3rd and 2 for Armwood at their own 48. Trips left for the Hawks. Rush, pass caught, first down. Alante Dean, number 9. Tell you, for a little guy, Rice Brush has a strong arm. I can tell you that right now. He zipped that one. And now they're in that running formation. No wide outs. And they hand it off. Oh, it's a fumble! And picked up by the man who fumbled it, who was Pringle. Got his own fumble and ran it to the 5-yard line. My goodness. Talk about the ball bouncing your way. Pringle had the wherewithal to get up, know where the ball went, picked it up on the run, kept his balance, and goes down to the 5. And on that, we end the first. Wow. So Armwood's going to have 1st and goal on a fortuitous bounce. We're tied at 7, and we'll be back in a moment. And we're back. And that was a quick score for Armwood. And the extra point is good. So the Hawks up 14-7. Here very, very early in the second. One thing the Tigers do not want is to let this Armwood Hawks offense get into some kind of rhythm. And that's where the Hawks are approaching right now. So This is an important series for the Jesuit offense. And the short kickoff coming again here. Thurman at the 10. Now he cuts inside and he is hit hard, shy of the 20. Goodwin comes to the left. It's Givens, Teeling to the right. Thurman next to Griffin. Suarez is in a slot right. And they fake the handoff. Griffin. Pass is caught by Gary Givens. 7 on that play. Max Hunt comes in the game. Two wide outs to each side. Griffin shotgun. Thurman next to him on 2nd and 3. And they look deep. Oh, this should be a flag. And they drop it right there. That's about as blatant a pass interference as you could possibly get with Jalen Waters grabbing onto the jersey of Goodwin and hanging onto the jersey of Goodwin right in front of the referee. So that was an easy one. 15 yards, first down, Jesuit. Ball's moved to the 39-yard line. Teeling, Goodwin to the left. Hunt to the right. Fullback in there. Teeling in motion. And they give it to Suarez, who has a nice run on first down. Legs churning by Willie. Picks up 8. Hit the line hard that time. That was Ryan Mitchell in 31. He was the fullback on that play. Nice run, Willie Suarez, 2nd and 2, Jesuit. Teeling, Goodwin to the left. Givens to the right. Teeling in motion. Fake it to Teeling. Cross pattern, a little high. Not really a cross, more of a slant. It was a slant pattern by Goodwin, and he actually had inside position that time on Tyree Smith, the defensive back. That's one of those where if you catch it in motion and you have a step or two, there's a lot of green in front of you. But that was a tough one. So Jesuit facing a big 3rd and 2 here. Pistol formation. And they fake it. Griffin. Pass caught. First down. To Gary Givens. Hawks put 8 men in the box that time. I think they might have been thinking a Thurman run. Little fake roll out to the left. Nice pass, Griffin to Givens. 1st and 10, Jesuit in Armwood territory at the 47-yard line. Trips right. A lot of playing time for Trent Teeling tonight. Griffin back to pass again. Good protection. Good protection. Nice. Caught by, is that Teeling? It is. Boy, Will Griffin just flicked his wrist. That was a little sidearm throw by Griffin. And he zipped it. Boy, you've got to have some strength to do that. And a nice catch right in the middle of the field by Trent Teeling, the junior. And Jesuit 1st and 10 at the Armwood 34. Maybe the passing game's going to open up the running game a little bit. Give it to, nope. Griffin keeps it himself. Again, they tried that read option look again. And Griffin kept it himself, tripped up at the line. I don't think he got any yardage, though. No gain. So 2nd and 10. Hawks really only playing one deep safety here. Green in motion. Oh, trips right. Press coverage. And Jesuit just burned their last time out of the half right there. So, Tigers have burned 3 with 8:23 left in the second. I think, Matt Thompson and Don Misick, the offensive coordinator, know the importance of this possession right here. So it's an empty set now for Griffin. Suarez lines up in a slot. There's a man in motion. Oh, they give it to Suarez. Oh, there he goes. He's gone. Forget it. 10-5 score. Willie Suarez from 34 yards. Well-designed play that time. Jesuit going 5 wide. Suarez went in motion, came back, got an inside handoff. A good seal block, a couple of good seal blocks by the right side of the Tigers' offensive line. I think that's the Blanchard side. And Willie saw Green and Ford get about it. Very well-designed play. Here's Iacano. Big extra point. Teeling the holder. Snap. Kick is up. Kick is good. And boy, that last time out worked. 14 all, 8-11. Left in the second. Jesuit needs to remember that play for future reference. That worked well. Really, I think that's one of the most well-designed plays I've seen the whole season right there. That worked to perfection. And give credit to the offensive line, the right side of the offensive line specifically. Set a couple of nice seal blocks and wide open for Willie. And you know what's going to happen when he's wide open. When he is wide open, Green in front of him, he is gone. And now the defense has to stop this Armwood offensive momentum that they've had. Kano, he bloops one way out of bounds. I don't quite think the Tigers wanted that. I think he was supposed to pooch kick it, but I mean, that thing just made a beeline left. Wow, so they're marking it where the ball went out of bounds. Boy, Armwood has got good field position at their own 42-yard line. Brush fakes the handoff. Oh, he's got a man wide open. Easy pitch, catch, score, first play. Makai Anderson. Anderson basically was 10 yards behind the Tiger defense. And he got matched up on a safety. And that's about as easy as it gets right there. I mean, Anderson actually had to slow down a little bit for that catch. Right up the middle. So we talked about the vaunted Armwood running game, which we all expected, and they have scored touchdowns on 2 long passes. See Drew Withers talking to the defensive backs coach there. I think he might have been expecting a little bit of help from someone. But I mean, that's a tough matchup for any safety right there. But don't get much more wide open than that. Wow, 21-14 Armwood. Jesuit's got to match him. If that's the way this game is going to be, Jesuit has got to match the Hawks. You know, and Evan Davis may be doing this to maybe loosen up, for lack of a better word, the Tiger defense. Oh, it's a fumble picked up by Drew Woodaz. Boy, Thurman fumbled that. And thank you, Drew Woodaz. But trying to read the mind of the Armwood offensive coaches. I mean, maybe they're trying to loosen up the Jesuit defense, get them to pull, you know, some linebackers or corners a little bit deeper to watch for these long passes, and then they unleash Pringle in the second half. So we shall see, but there's definitely will be some adjustments made by Matt Thompson and Darryl Palmer on the defensive side. And it's a pitch to Thurman, and he is going to get tackled for a loss. Long pitch to Thurman. Really almost kind of gave, from that long pitch, that really almost kind of gave the Armwood Hawks the opportunity, the defender, just to converge on him, because he had nowhere to go. No blockers in front of him either. So 2nd and 12 on that play. Now an empty set. Griffin. He looks downfield. He has Suarez. And it's intercepted. It's picked off. Picked off 30, 35, 40. And a tackle is made on number 1 for Armwood. That's Zamari Hall, the safety. He was in tight man coverage on Suarez. And Tigers looking for an early home run ball here. With the Jesuit defensive backs, they have not had an answer from Makai Anderson yet. Handoff to Pringle. Pringle with a nice run. He's going to get 7 yards on that play. Tackled by 94, I think, Tucker Whitty on that tackle. 2nd and 3. And Jesuit jumped. So that's going to be first down Armwood. Encroachment on the defense, a hard count. And I think you got 2 Jesuit linemen across the line. Makes it a dead ball. And it would appear we have the water break here. Remember, Armwood will receive to start the 3rd quarter. 6:21 left here in the 2nd. 21-14 Armwood. Armwood band is here. First and 10, Hawks. It's Pringle. Pick up about 4. Cyrus Abood, I think, was in on that tackle. Gain of 3. Pringle again, stutter step in the backfield. And Pringle gains 2. Boy, he turned a loss into a 2-yard gain there. I think that was a boot again in on that tackle. So now 3rd and 5, long 5 for Armwood. Empty set for Brush. Boy, has he been effective tonight. Tigers need to watch out for the quarterback draw here. Brush back. Pass is caught for a first down and more. Caught by Alonte Dean. Big 6'1" receiver. Ran a little inside slant pattern in front of the Tiger DBs. First down at 33-yard line. Clock running, 4:40 left in the 2nd. Armwood in business again. We've scored on every possession. They big blocking back in. Handoff to Pringle, cuts left. Pringle to the 10-yard line. Oh, is that a fumble? Jesuit saying they have the ball. They do. Fumble late, Jesuit recovers. Bryson Goodwin on the fumble recovery, way on the other side of the field. So now Jesuit takes over. A much-needed break for the Tigers. That was a good run, too, by Pringle, but lost it late. So Jesuit 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line. 4 minutes left in the second. Tigers are out of timeouts. Keep that in mind. Out of timeouts. So a stack formation to either side here. Suarez next to Griffin. Now Suarez steps up. Griffin keeps it himself. Griffin slides. Oh, he got hit late. Jesuit fans calling for a flag. They do not get one. Boy, Griffin slid, and I thought he got hit. Gain of 6. The Tiger coaches wanted a penalty there, too. 2nd and 4. Thurman and Suarez on either side of Griffin. Man coverage out here on Goodwin. Griffin back to pass, short drop, and he overthrew his intended receiver, who was Thurman. Griffin had the pocket collapsing on him a bit there. So this is a big 3rd and 4 for Jesuit. .308 left in the second. Givens and Goodwin to the left. Griffin fakes it to Thurman. Pass caught. Suarez, first down to 35. He faked the inside handoff to Thurman. Suarez running an out pattern. Nice pitch and catch, first down Jesuit. Big play right there to move the change to the 35-yard line. Givens in motion, hand it to Thurman. Thurman is tackled at the line. No gain on the play. Tackled by big 99 for Armwood. Jashawn Williams. If you're a number 99, you got to be a big guy. 6'2", 280. No gain on the play for Thurman. Second and 10. Suarez. Fake it to Thurman. Griffin will not be grounding because he had Suarez out in the general area there, but he was getting a lot of pressure. Lucky not to get sacked. Pressure was applied by number 15, Greg Lott, the junior linebacker, blitzing. So 3rd and 10. .154 left in the second. Trips left. Suarez is in the slot. Max Hunt wide right. Griffin back to pass. Short drop. Looking downfield. Overthrew Goodwin. There might have been some miscommunication there. Goodwin kind of stopped his pattern at around midfield, and I think Griffin was thinking Goodwin was going to go downfield a little bit more, but Tigers are forced to punt. And any amount of time is enough time for the Armwood Hawks. Griffin to kick it. Griffin, nice kick, Griffin. See where they mark it. Maybe around the 35, 36-yard line. Ref is still walking up. 37-yard line. 141 left in the second. So this is a big series here for the Jesuit Tiger defense. Green and Goodwin are the safeties, the corners. And Gary Givens is in. He's actually playing a linebacker position. And it's a handoff to Pringle. Tripped up. I think Pazianski got a hand on him and tripped him up. Gain of 1. Clock running, 120. Hawks have 1 timeout left. Brush. Quick pass caught. Booed on the tackle of J.J. Boyd, but it's enough for a first. Rush back to pass. Now he looks deep downfield. And he overthrew Anderson, who was double covered that time by Goodwin and Woodaz. So 2nd and 10, 45.6 now left in the second. Second and 10, Armwood at their own 49-yard line. There's good coverage that time by Woodaz and Goodwin. Good communication back there as they had the speedy Anderson covered well. Rush back to pass. Caden Henderson rushes. Pass is, I think someone might have got a hand on that pass in the backfield possibly. He kind of wobbled a little bit out of Brush's hand. And was well behind and to the left of his intended target. 3rd and 10. Armwood up 21-14 on Jesuit. 38.8 left in the second. Handoff to Pringle, who's tackled by Abood, finished off by Woodaz. Fourth down. Armwood calls their last timeout. So that's just shy of a first. So no more timeouts remaining for either squad here in this half. 4th and maybe football length here. Oh, Brush kept it himself. He slides down. He got the first, so the clock is going to stop here as the chains move. And he's probably going to spike it. Oh, the refs say that was a fumble. And that's it. The referee called that intended spike a fumble by Brush. He recovered it, though. Interesting ending there. He never really had control of the center snap, and he fell on it, and that's the end of the half. So Armwood leads Jesuit 21-14. And thanks to all who have tuned in tonight on the Facebook live stream and on YouTube on the Jesuit Tiger Sports Network. We definitely appreciate it. And we shall return. Hawks lead the Tigers 20-14. We'll be back shortly. All right, John Pedrero back here at Alumni Field, Corral Memorial Stadium. Armwood to receive the third quarter kickoff. They lead Jesuit 21-14. We've got about a minute or so here before we get started. Tigers hanging in. I mean, this is a potent Armwood team. Tigers have been burned on a couple of long passes, but down by one score. I mean, all things considered, this is not a bad spot for Jesuit, but this first defensive series for the Tigers here to start the third is critical. I mean, this is where you need a stop. You do not want Armwood marching down the field for a 2-touchdown lead with their powerful running game. Oh, Tigers tried an onside kick or a little bloop kick, but Hawks were ready, fielded. And they have the ball at the 40. The Jesuit trying a little bit of trickery there to start the third. I mean, it was either that or the pooch kick was a miss kick, one of the two. But whatever the case, Armwood's got good field position to start. Probably too good at their own 41. Brush. Swing pass, 40, 45 to midfield is Anderson. He is going to be, appears to be just shy. Yep, he stepped out of bounds at the 48, so it's going to be a 2nd and 3. Hawks look like they bring in an extra lineman here. And up the middle is Pringle. He has a nice gain. Tackle by Drew Woodaz, but he has a first down. To the 43. So a gain of 10 for Pringle. And Pringle averaging 180 yards per game this season. And over 7 yards a carry. Brush. Pringle again. Pringle hits the line hard. Tackled by Connor Dooley that time. Gain of 3. Early here in the third. Pringle. Boy, he spun out of a tackle and got near the first down. Looked like Pringle was down maybe about a yard past the line of scrimmage, spun out of it, and nearly got a first. It's 3rd and short. Pringle again. And Pringle, he's bottled up. Don't think he got the first. Abood was in there. A group of Tigers were in there. I think Boyle was in there. And Pringle lost a yard. So it's 4th and 2. Offense, as you would expect, stays out here. Tigers need to be disciplined on the defensive line here. They do not want to jump. That would be an automatic first. Oh, and a breakup, a great pass breakup that time on 4th down by S.J. Green. And Jesuit holds. How about that? Big defensive series. Just what the Tigers needed to start the third. Excellent pass defense by S.J. Green. And Jesuit takes over at their own 35-yard line. Goodwin to the left. Griffin back to pass. Griffin. Downfield. It's caught! Directed traffic. Caught. I think that was Teeling. It was. Griffin pointed to Teeling to go downfield. And Teeling went up between 2 defenders. Nice catch, Teeling. And now you see why he's playing more. That was a great play by the junior. "27 yards by my count to the 38. Griffin, swing pass, caught Suarez. Willie is going to get forward progress to the 33, so they'll give him 5 there. 2nd and 5. Ryan McNeil comes in. Big junior running back. It's an I formation. Max Hunt wide right. Suarez slot right. Max Hunt has a big height advantage on that cornerback. Thurman next to Griffin. Man in motion. They give it to Thurman. Cuts outside. Now he cuts inside, and he got a first. Still going. Powerful run, Justin Thurman. Thurman picks up about 8 on that play, and the Jesuit Tigers have a first down at the 25. Inside handoff to Thurman. And he had a couple of Armwood Hawks right on him, kind of did a little stutter step, cut inside, and carried some defenders for a few yards. Nice play, Thurman. He picked up 8 there. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Goodwin, Gibbons to the left. Hunt to the right. Suarez slot left. 1st and 10 Jesuit. Griffin lobs it deep as a man open. Oh, just shy. Oh, boy, that was a defensive breakdown that time by Armwood. And Gary Gibbons was all by himself, but Will Griffin had to get rid of that pass very quickly. And he underthrew it. But, boy, that would have been the easiest score of the game for Jesuit. No one within 7 or 8 yards at least of Gibbons. So it's 2nd and 10. And they give it to Thurman. Thurman leaping over a tackler. Pazanski was in there as a lead blocker. Thurman picks up 2. It's going to be 3rd and 8. Empty set. Griffin rolls right. Griffin, pass, caught! 1st down, Willie Suarez. Nice pass on the run by Will Griffin. And it's first and goal at the 10, right at the 10. So the goal line is your first down marker and your score. Shotgun formation. Goodwin in motion. And give it to Thurman. Thurman gets back to the line of scrimmage. We may have a water break here, possibly. Let's see. Nope, Jesuit calls timeout. Tigers call timeout. On the 2nd and 10 at the 10, with 6:08 left in the third. Had Griffin not opted to throw that one to Suarez, he actually had a lot of green in front of him there for a run. Shotgun again. Green in motion. Looking in the end zone. No flags on the play. Looking for Goodwin, who thought he got interfered with. Inside the 5. No call, 3rd and 10. Max Hunt in for Givens. Hunt to the right. Goodwin, Green to the left. Suarez, slot left. Griffin. Pass. Caught by Goodwin. And Jesuit's going to face a 4th down here at the 2-yard line. And Peter Pazanski comes out, so the offense is staying on the field. Suarez in the backfield. Thurman comes out. Suarez. Willie over the goal line. Score! Suarez' 2nd rushing touchdown. Good job, Willie, finding the hole there. Big extra point attempt for Anthony Iacano, the senior, tealing the holder. Julian Alonso, the center. Snap. Kick is good. We're tied. 21 all, 5:28 left in the third. So Jesuit forces a turnover on 4th down in their own territory and answers with a nice drive. The Griffin to Teeling pass, probably the key play on that drive. And the Thurman run for the 1st down as well. But boy, tied at 21 here in the third. How about that? Armwood ranked number 3 in the state in Class 3A, getting all they can handle from the Jesuit Tigers tonight, who are playing some inspired football. See what the kickoff strategy is here right now. Kano's been trying a pooch kick, but he's been a little bit off. It's going to go out of bounds also. This is going to be at so it's going to be at the 35, first down Armwood, tie score. Peter Przanski actually playing nose guard right now with Remetta and Whitty to either side. Brush, oh, Brush not expecting that. Oh, there was some miscommunication there. Rice Brush was looking to the sideline, and the center snapped it. And it wasn't that great of a snap anyway. It was a low snap. And that is a loss from the 35 back to the 18. That's a 17-yard loss right there. So Armwood is second down and Seffner to go. 4:49 left in the second. Brush back to pass. Brush pumps. Brush pass off the hands of. I think that might have been Anderson. Can't see the number. Nope, it was off the hands of 3. J.J. Boyd, who was running a kind of a deep slant pattern, deep cross pattern, I should say. So it's third down and a long way to go. And is there a timeout? No timeout. Third and long, Brush. He's going to have to hurry here. Armwood has to call time. So the Hawks call time. You know, I think this works out for Jesuit too. The Tigers were looking a little bit discombobulated there on defense. A lot of hand signals going on, a lot of moving, a lot of looking to the sideline. So I think that all worked out for the best. .436 left in the third. Tigers have to watch for Anderson deep here. He is the middle man on the left and the trips left. Tigers safety's playing deep. They just don't want to give up that first. Caden Henderson on the rush, and down goes Brush. Down goes Brush, but Caden Henderson's blitz from the outside is what forced Rush out of the pocket, and he's ultimately tackled. I believe that was Rometta on the final tackle. But the Jesuit's going to get the ball back in decent field position, and if I'm not mistaken, this is Armwood's first punt. Mikey Vernon back deep, and timeout Armwood. Does Armwood have to burn another timeout here early? My goodness. So Armwood burns 2 quick ones in the third on a punt. Not sure if they had too many men out there or what, but well, that's not the play you want to burn one on a punt on third or fourth and 26. So Mikey Vernon standing back at his own 40-yard line. High snap. Good kick. And takes a Jesuit bounce here. And the Tigers are going to have the ball in Armwood territory at the 48-yard line. With an opportunity to take the lead. Suarez is going wide right. Actually, wide right to the short side. Griffin under center. Now Suarez is in motion. Suarez gets it. And Suarez is going to be tackled for a loss. Loss of 2. I think they had Thurman in the lead blocking position there, but a couple of linebackers converge. Griffin looking downfield. Goodwin just over his head and out of his reach. So Jesuit's going to face a 3rd and 12 here. Max Hunt hobbling off a little bit here. It's not good. Maybe just be a cramp. Tigers need to hurry here. Andrew Chang suts in. 84. At one receiver position. Griffin. Incomplete. He was getting pressure in the backfield that time. He really didn't have much of an opportunity to do anything there. That was 17 and 5 for Armwood. So Roy Moore, Thomas, and Layden Brush were really right on top of Will Griffin. And he didn't have much of an opportunity for anything there. There's a flag on the play, though. Let's see what this is. Oh, they call grounding on Griffin. It's a loss of down, but Tigers are going to have to punt it anyway. thought Griffin had a receiver right out there in the flat. But they wind up calling grounding. Not sure about that one, but anyway, it's 4th and long. They mark it at the infraction spot. Griffin to punt, low snap. Griffin kicks it to the sideline. Ball dies at the 28. So Armwood takes over at their own 28, 2:36 left in the third. We are tied at 21. Hawks with no wideouts. And it's a pitch to Pringle. Spins off of a tackle, and he got back to the line of scrimmage. And Connor Dooley was right there. No gain, 2nd down. Here comes Gavin Blanchard in the game. Rush shotgun. Rush rolls right. Swing pass caught. Anderson goes out of bounds. Short of the first, so it's going to be a 3rd down. Gain of, call it 5. So 3rd and 5 Armwood. Empty set for Brush. Man in motion's Anderson. He's in the backfield now next to Brush. Low snap. Brush controls it. Brush good protection. Pass is dropped by Des Moines Stoney. And Evan Davis sends the punt unit out. So another opportunity for Jesuit defense holes yet again. Lucier the punter. Mikey Vernon back at his own 30. Snap. High kick near the Jesuit sideline. Takes a Jesuit bounce. Rashid Godfrey grabs it. And the Tigers take over with 1:35 left in the third. Score tied at 21. Jesuit ball at their own 38-yard line. So Max Hunt still, he's out. He's in the sideline, trying to limber up a little bit there. He is not in the game. Shotgun formation. Griffin. Griffin looking downfield at Suarez. He's got it. Suarez to the 20. "42 yards. Call it 40 yards. Nice pass, Griffin. Good arc on that pass. Suarez ran right underneath it. First down, Jesuit. 2 wideouts to each side. Griffin back to pass again. Griffin, pass caught. Suarez. Gain of let's see where they mark it, 5 yards for Willie. Second and 5. This may be the last play of the third here. Teeling, Green to the left. Suarez, Givens to the right. Second and 5. Shotgun. Griffin directing traffic. Points Gary Givens' way. Griffin back to pass. Griffin. Oh, Griffin lobs it up. Oh, that is probably going to be grounding. Yep. Yeah, that was grounding. And a loss of down. Probably would have just behooved Will Griffin just to take that sack rather than the loss of down with it. So now it's 3rd and 20. Jesuit probably needs to get it near the 20 for Iacono to have a reasonable opportunity at a field goal. Griffin is going to have to hurry. Pass incomplete. Pocket was collapsing on Griffin. I think someone might have got his arm there. But Jesuit's going to face a 4th and 20 as we start the 4th on the opposite end of the field. Tied at 21. What a game here. Alumni Field, Corral Memorial Stadium. We'll be back in just a moment. All right, John Pedrero back here at Jesuit, 4th and 20. Again, kind of in no man's land here at the 32-yard line. A little short for a punt, a little bit long for a field goal. And the Tigers keep the offense out, and let's see what they can do. Empty set. Griffin's under center. Fake to Thurman. Suarez has it. Suarez on the counter play. Suarez 20. Suarez 10. Suarez 5. Suarez score! On 4th down, the counter. Willie Suarez. How about that? What a play. They ran it earlier. Willie getting some good blocking. And when Willie has open space, you're not going to catch him. What a play there. 32-yard run. Iacono. And this is going to be an illegal procedure on Jesuit. So Iacano has to try again from 5 yards back. Saw that one of the end blockers moved their feet. So a little bit more difficult for Iacano. What a play, Willie Suarez. So in essence now, this is a 25-yard field goal, even though it's an extra point for Iacano, and it's a big one too. Alonzo the long snapper, Teeling the holder. Snap, kick is good. Iacano been money on extra points. 11:42 left in the fourth. Jesuit 28, Armwood 21. Well, I think in the off week, the Jesuit offensive staff put their respective heads together and tried to find more ways to get the ball in Willie Suarez's hands, because he is Jesuit's most electric offensive player this season. But I'd love to see the replay on that, because he had some good blocking too. We'll take a look at that after the game. We'll talk about it next week a little bit. But boy, what blocking Willie got on that play. Iacano kicks it out of bounds. Maybe that's the strategy. Just kick it out of bounds and take it at the 35, because you figure they're going to get it there anyway or close to it. But third-ranked Armwood down by a score. Obviously a whole lot of football left in this game. You know, we said it before the game. Jesuit was going to have to score some points in this game. And they have most certainly done that. Armwood in that running formation right now. Brush. Oh, he is tackled by Dooley. I think they were trying an option play that time. And Connor Dooley with the slam on Rice Brush. And he lost a yard, 2nd and 11. Brush shotgun with Pringle next to him. Pringle gets the handoff. Down he goes. And he loses a yard. It was ran into Pazanski, I think. I think Tucker Whitty was involved in that too. But if you run into Peter Pazanski and you're an offensive player, that generally is a losing battle. 3rd down and 12 for the Hawks. And this play's taken a long time to come in from the sidelines. And they have 1 timeout left. Now they've got 10 seconds. The back referee raised his hand up. They'll get the play off, though. Brush back to pass. Brush steps up. Brush on the rush. Brush spins. Pazanski hits him hard, shy of the 1st down. It's going to be 4th and 3 Armwood at their own 43-yard line. Evan Davis has a decision to make here. Wow. It looks like he's keeping the offense out in the field. So with the way Jesuit's offense has been clicking here, I kind of don't blame him. 4th down and about 2.5. Tigers held last time around. Rush shotgun. Rush. Handoff. Oh, he's going to be shy. Oh, he went it. Nope, he got it. Boy, what effort by Pringle. He was dead to rights. And he had just one final push. And he made it by half a yard. You know, we give credit where credit is due. That was a great run by Pringle. He was tackled for a loss that time, but hustled his way out of it, worked his way out of it. So a good run by Pringle gives Armwood a 1st down. Rice shotgun. Pringle comes out of the game. Rush. Quick pass. And it's Anderson. Going to pick up a couple of yards. Cyrus Abood was out there. There's a flag on the play, though. Let's see what this is. Near the tackle, there is a flag. And this is going to be face mask. It's a face mask, but a face mask of the 5-yard variety. So they're going to tack it on to the end of the run. It's still going to be shy of the 1st, so it's going to be 2nd down and 2. Inadvertent face mask. 8:25 left in the 4th. Jesuit up 28-21 on Armwood. Pistol formation. Rush. And near the 1st down is Pringle. Actually looked like there was a little miscommunication in the backfield there with Brush and Pringle, but they did get the handoff off. Actually, he's short. He's shy by a yard. It's 3rd and 1. So Pringle's in. Another running back, Boyd. Let's see, Boyd's a receiver. So they have trips left. Trips left on 3rd and 1. Oh, it's a fumble. It's a fumble. I think Jesuit has it. I think 94 has it for Jesuit, I think. Tiger ball! That was Tucker Whitty. Tucker Whitty recovered the fumble. Tucker Whitty recovers the fumble. Jesuit ball, 7:37 left in the 4th. Tigers up by a score. 1st and 10 at their own 42. Boy, how about a nice time-consuming drive right now by the Jesuit Tigers. Man in motion. High snap. Thurman. Thurman, nice run. Thurman's going to get about 4 or 5 yards out of that. Give him 4. Good job, Griffin, controlling the high snap. But take a 4-yard run on 1st down. 2nd and 6. Eats up the clock and a decent gain for Thurman. Ryan McNeil in, 31 for blocking purposes. Goodwin goes wide left with S.J. Green. Suarez to the right. Here comes Green in motion. Thurman again. Thurman's going to be shy of the 1st by about 2 yards. So a couple of runs. Here comes Peter Pazanski in the game. Here comes Max Hunt. The big bodies come in. It's going to be 3rd and 3. Remember, Armwood only has one timeout remaining. That's a key thing to remember in this game. 3rd and 3. Thurman again. Thurman spins. He got the first down. Thurman got the first. No, excuse me, Suarez. There was Suarez number 3. Suarez got the first. And they call the water break. So it was Suarez. 3 straight runs for Jesuit. Trusting that offensive line, they ran to the Gavin Blanchard side of the line. And Jesuit has 1st and 10 at the Armwood 42, 6:03 left in the 4th. And it's Julian Alonso playing his first season on the offensive line at right guard next to Gavin Blanchard, the former defensive lineman. Swing pass caught. Suarez slung to the ground. Trying to get Suarez in space that time, and really took a hard hit by I think that was 9, Volante Dean. But the clock is running. That's actually a loss in the play, loss of 2. The running clock is Jesuit's friend here. Empty set. Under 5 minutes. Griffin rolls right. Caught. Thurman, 40, 35. He is just shy of the first down. Little flare pass to Thurman. Cut up field, and Jesuit of the manageable 3rd and 2 right here. Big play Thurman. Gibbons goes to the right to the short side. Approaching 4 minutes. Thurman. Depends upon forward progress here. This is going to be really close. They got the first. Not by much, but that doesn't matter. Got where he had to be. Good run, Thurman. And the clock is running. Remember, Armwood, as we said earlier, 1 timeout left. And those 2 they had to take early. 1 on a punt. That may come back to haunt the Hawks. Peter Pazanski in at fullback. I formation. Griffin under center. Thurman. Right in the middle of the line. Clock is ticking away. Armwood can only stop at 1 time. Goes to the 30, gain of 2. 3:20 left in the 4th. Approaching 3 minutes, 2nd and 8. Now McNeil's the fullback. Oh, Griffin. Griffin keeps it himself. Griffin stays in bounds. Took a hard hit. But he had a nice run. Nice run, Griffin. And Armwood takes that last time out. Well, Griffin took a hard pop there, but he's a big kid. Got right up. And he did the smart thing in staying in bounds. 2:33 left in the fourth. Jesuit 28-21. They have 3rd and 2 at the Armwood 24. Armwood is out of timeouts. I mean, basically, if Jesuit gets this first down right here, the Armwood Hawks are kind of in a world of hurt. This is a big play right here. Suarez is in the backfield next to Griffin. Tigers have some extra blockers in there. Hunt goes out. Willie, oh, he bobbled it. And he got the first down. Willie Suarez bobbled that ball. Oh, boy. The Jesuit got the first. Jesuit got the first on the Suarez extra effort. And Willie with a great job in controlling that bobbling handoff. The Jesuit just needs to bleed this clock out right now. 1st and 10. Suarez stays in the backfield. Suarez gets it. Suarez with a hole. Willie holding on to that ball for dear life. Picked up 2 yards. Jesuit just milking this clock right now. 1:37 left in the fourth. Tigers up by a score. Armwood cannot stop the clock. And I think Jesuit's going into the victory formation here. Look at this. Tigers going into the victory formation. Griffin takes a knee. 1 minute. 3rd down. I think the Tigers just need one more snap here. Under 30 seconds. Griffin takes the knee. And that is going to do it. What an upset. The Jesuit Tigers, a 2-game schneid, losing handily to Treasure Coast and Columbus, have the number 3 ranked Armwood Hawks come into Alumni Field, Corral Memorial Stadium, and a stunner as Jesuit upsets Armwood 28-21. Couple of big runs by Willie Suarez, really the difference here in this game. Solid passing, solid game management by Will Griffin, and Armwood is shut out in the second half by the Jesuit Tiger defense. Lots of kudos to go around here. Well, thanks to all who watched tonight on the Facebook live stream and on YouTube on the Jesuit Tiger Sports Network. We appreciate it. Appreciate all your support. What a game. We'll be back next week. It's going to be Facebook only next week. Facebook only at Leto. Your final here, Jesuit 28, Armwood 21. I am John Pedrero from the class of 1981, and you have been watching Jesuit Tiger football on the live stream and on YouTube. Have a great evening, everyone.